Welcome to Lit Snips 77 on our Salon Radio. I am your host, Jonathan Wolfman. You know, I have joked before with you that Lit Snips in some ways is a program that might as easily be named poetry of the Hudson Valley. New York's Hudson Valley is so rich, so rife with wonderful writers. We've presented numbers of them to you. Walt Worden, Marina Motti, Mary Makovsky, Donna Rice, Greg Correll, Karen Corinne Herzig. This week and next, Mike Jurkovic. And the first piece I'm going to share with you from Mike Jurkovic is Nephrite Jade. I may not be the brightest bulb, but I know it's a shell game, which by high definition is a con we should all be used to and on the orange alert. For given the nature of politics, given our propensity for swindle, our eagerness to take each other to the cleaners and turn out the same trick over and over in the name of democracy, freedom, the intentional perversity of truth, a circumnavigation of fact, fiction, and the pursuit of happiness. I mean, what's more sleight of hand than voting? Like ancient Greece, like old New York, sharps play the urban decay, stoke the diaspora, stalk the unwashed and unimagined voting. It's a gesture at most, nothing conclusive, a tally the big boys ignore cause they know better, or at least they say they do, and we believe. Bereft of higher ground, they meet our standards, exceed expectations, give birth to new devils, say our voice matters, then punch mute. What's it gonna take, huh? How much of how little do you want them to divide, despoil, maraud, and plunder? There's got to be a breaking point. Everyone has one, and thus too each mob. Must we resign to camps and shitten dark holes? Our children and elders, their soldiers and whores, pushing their product down the old Silk Road, over the grand peaks we once called our own until they blew them up for coal and passage, and we marched in line. Our burden, their trade. Well, now there's a poem. It's certainly a poem for not only our time, but past times. This next poem is called Topeka, Mike Jurkovic. I never did get back to Topeka. What was the point? There was bullshit in every direction, just like here, up and down, forward, back, horizon to horizon, moon to moon, and Grandma's down 8 fingers and falling into her chili and chips as Pop swears at quick draw, and little Lena goes off the bus and walks into the dim-lit, dim-wit, gimlet gin house that only the brave defy, which is why I'm here, hiding behind happy hour, my religion lost and my faith failing fast, each dark minute hauling itself forward towards the water, towards the morsel, towards the dead legends I call my own and number myself among. We jump off in droves, the chasm yawning, the darkness rushing by, the mothballed freighters falling twice as fast, just as soldiers grow, they say, just grow soldiers, they say, reminding me a lot of what I heard back in Topeka, where prairie winds blow rust and water mains burst, just like that, just like everywhere else, neglected by its people, dismissed as a political problem, when in fact it's a culture, a question of folklore, and the lack thereof, no present, no past, no holds barred when it comes to demise and the dollars it makes. Squalor, contempt, a breed I've indebted myself to, a ruined lineage, just like Topeka. Whew! Mike Jurkovic. Well done, friend. Now, you need to send me your poems, people, whether you are in the sainted Hudson Valley or somewhere else on this continent or on another. You send them to me at jwolf41387 at AOL.com. And it's very likely they will be heard on our Salon Radio and on Alternative Public Radio International with our worldwide reach. Yes, that's right. I'm a little over the top tonight. Well, that's fine. I want to thank you and tell you that next week we'll have at least 2, if not 3 more pieces from Mike Jurkovic. This is Jonathan Wolfman on our Salon Radio for Lit Snips. Great week to you all.